Today, Emily is going to try and learn roundabouts. We haven't done them before, we've avoided them, but now you have the skill, I think, to start tackling them.
Yay.
You know how to walk, you know how to jog. If you can do those two things, you can do roundabouts, especially as you're getting more skilled now with controlling the car.
Right.
I want to quiz you first, just a couple of questions.
Okay.
To see if you've been doing your homework, your research. So, if on the sign, the exit is to the left and the roundabout has 2 lanes, there's no road signs or markings to tell you which lane you need, what lane will you choose? What's that
If it's
mean?
like this, that one's the one you have to go round and right, and then there's this one where you just go whoop.
So,
so
you've
goes
got
the
2
one.
lanes,
Yeah.
got a left lane and a right lane.
You go to the left lane.
Left lane, good. So if the exit is to the left, you use the left lane.
Yeah.
Okay, so if the exit is to the right, past 12 o'clock, which lane would you choose?
Right lane.
If the exit is at 12 o'clock, what lane would you choose?
Left.
Good, so anything up to and including 12 o'clock is the left lane.
Yeah.
That's a rule of thumb. It's not actually written in the highway code. The highway code says something along the lines of left lane for left lane for following the road ahead, and right lane for right. Doesn't mention 12 o'clock though.
Yeah. I just remember. Oh, sorry.
And what you need to do when you see the sign, very importantly, is know what exit number it is.
Oh.
So when you go round the roundabout, you can count your exits and then take it. So when do you signal to leave a roundabout?
As soon as possible.
And when's that?
When you kind of go for it. So when you kind of steer off the roundabout. So I'll be
So
going.
let's say
do-do-do-do-do.
you're taking exit 2.
Yeah.
You don't want to look like you're taking exit 1.
So when you're past exit 1, then
Exactly.
signal, and then off you go.
As soon as you can, which means as soon as you're passing the penultimate exit, the one before the one you want, signal left to leave.
Okay.
Okay, let's get going then. And then stay on the brakes so don't go back. And when it's safe to go, you go. Now you want to look left more than you want to look right, because it's hard to see to the left, the cars block your view. Get your gap on the left first, and then get your gap on the right. They giving way? Yes, they are. That's your opportunity, isn't it? I think you can go now. So make sure you steer. Emily has started steering late here. However, it's still possible to make it if she steers quick enough. Big steer. It looks like she's going to make it, but she starts to straighten up too early and drives onto the end of this downward section of curb here, making an audible thud. It's likely that she was looking at the oncoming van and trying to avoid it, instead of looking at and trying to aim for the centre of her space. I wasn't worried about damage because I could see she was going to drive over a very low section of curb and not scrape the side of the wheel and the tyre against it. If I was worried about damage, I would take the wheel sooner. However, she is still heading left and on the curb, so I take the wheel to get us fully back on the road quickly. But an important lesson is to look at how her attention shifts from driving to what has just happened in the past. You must stay focused on the position of the car, whatever happens. You must not be distracted, because that will likely cause one problem to lead to several others.
Oh, sorry, did I just hit something?
Yeah.
Did I hit the curb?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, did I straighten up too early?
You weren't looking where you're going. So let's try and focus on where you're going and
Sorry.
change gear. Now this is supposed to be a roundabout lesson. Emily should have good steering control before attempting roundabouts. Driving instructors should adapt the lesson if something else needs improving, but Emily's steering is fine. She hasn't driven in 10 days, and it's normal for learners to need a few minutes to get back into driving at the beginning of each lesson. I will continue with the planned lesson for now and give her some steering support. However, I will adapt the lesson if steering is clearly a permanent issue. We're going to go towards Stanway on the sign. What exit number is that?
2, 1.
1. And is it past 12 o'clock?
No.
So it'll be the left lane, but there's only one lane here actually. So start braking, get it jogging, get second gear. That's it. It's a jogger, this one. You don't have to walk. Little bit slow. That's okay. We'll get a bit closer now. Cover the brake and clutch so you're ready to stop. Now decide, stop or go.
Go.
Okay, get on the gas and then go. And then signal to leave. That's it. Then cancel the signal. Ideally, you want to signal a bit earlier there actually, because it's quite close. Give people some warning. Now focus on your steering. See how the curb comes out? It's going to help you there because we've got to go around the curb. We can't go over it. I know the oncoming cars can put you off there a little bit. Try and keep this position. focus on that now. And we have another roundabout coming up. We're going to go towards Stanway again. Just come off the gas so you've got a bit of time. What lane? If it was 2 lanes?
Left.
Try and focus on your position as well as the sign.
Okay.
So yeah, it was only 1 lane though, but it's the first exit. So start slowing down, get second gear. Notice how I get Emily to slow down early. This is so she has time to listen to me, process information, control the car, make a decision, and learn from her experience. She'll get faster with practice. If she was trying to drive at the same speed as a more experienced driver, there would not be enough time for her to follow my guidance, so little learning would likely take place, and the lesson would feel like a stressful struggle. That's good. Yep. Bring the clutch up. Are they coming round the roundabout?
No.
Look forwards then. Aim. Signal left to leave. And what you need to try and do, when I'm putting the signal back on, is you need to be looking where you're going, as well as looking at the sign, and as well as looking at the roundabout, because you tend to look at the sign and forget about driving.
Yeah.
Or you look at what's coming around the roundabout and forget about driving. You need to think about this. So off the gas again. We're going ahead first exit, just like we did at the last 2 roundabouts. You're already in second gear, aren't you? So cover the brake and clutch. You're jogging. You're ready to stop and you're ready to go. So try looking right and ahead. Look at both. Is it safe to go? Mm-hmm. Okay, look forwards and make sure you're aiming well. Signal left to leave the roundabout. Put it back on, it always cancels there, it's annoying. And then cancel the signal and make your way up the road. And another roundabout. So off the gas, don't go near the curb, don't turn too much. We're going towards Malden. What lane? There's 2 lanes on this one.
Left.
Did you get the number?
3.
Exit's 2.
Okay.
It's number 2. So get it jogging, cover brake and clutch, and say if you can jog, you can do this. You just have to then learn what lane to use and when to go. So keep it in your left lane now. There's 2 lanes here, a bit more to the left. There's 2 here. Can you go? Anyone coming around? Look forwards as well. That's it. Keep it in your left lane then. So steer towards your left lane. Steer towards your exit. I'll just help you there. And then signal to leave. You need to steer more to the right because we're going to get close to that curb.
Sorry.
Don't apologise. You're not here to apologise. So how did that go then?
A bit bad.
Why is that?
I'm struggling with position again.
Yeah?
Yeah. Not on the roundabouts. I quite like them. But like driving down a road.
You are struggling a little bit with position on the roundabout. I did have to take the wheel. But
for my first time,
it's early days yet. Yeah, just give you some time on that. See how it goes. I don't want to go into that too much yet. You aren't focusing on where you're going. You're getting distracted. So if you're approaching the roundabout, what you do is when you look right to see if it's safe to go, you don't steer and you just look right.
Right.
So you need to try and concentrate more on your position and not allow yourself to be distracted. That is why I get you to walk and jog as well, because most new drivers struggle with that to some extent. So an experienced driver, when they come into a junction, they're going to slow down, change gear, do a good position and check all at once. If I get a learner to do that, it nearly always goes wrong and it doesn't seem to get better. What I find helps is getting my pupil to jog or walk first. So slow the car down, get the lower gear, second gear or first gear, depending on the junction, get the clutch sorted. Then the car's ready to stop and it's ready to go. Then check it's safe to go.
Vroom.
So you don't have to spend too long looking right.
Yeah.
Because you're closer to the junction as well, which means that the situation's not going to change. Also, when you decide to go, you need to go. Make sure you get on the gas and go, because you don't want to go, yeah, I can go now, and then take a long time to get going because the situation's going to change.
Then they'll come from the right and I'll be like, oh, can't go now.
So I think you know the knowledge, you know the rules, some of it, of the roundabouts.
I know the rules of the
basics.
roundabout.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll go through it. We'll see what's missing as we do it. We're only doing basic roundabouts today. It's your first time doing roundabouts. But the question is, do you know... I can't remember what I was going to say now. So you know the knowledge. You need to get the skill. That's what I was going to say. You need to get the skill of looking forwards, glancing right, and not losing track of where you're going, because that's usually the issue for most people. Do you want to practice?
Yeah, might as well.
So now focus on your position. You said you're struggling with position in a straight line still. This is all right though.
To a degree.
I think it's a bit of a warm-up as well. So I'm not listening to that too much, because I've found that your position has got a lot better. It was the very beginning of your lesson, so you're a little bit wobbly, but you're good at the moment. So we're going to go right all the way around the roundabout and back this way. It's the 5th exit.
Okay.
So the routine is
mirrors, signal.
That's it, and then jog or walk.
Jog.
Okay, what gear you're in?
2.
Okay, it's a little bit slow, a bit early, but that's fine for now. So we'll help you learn. Cover the brake and clutch. Ready to stop. Stop or go.
Stop.
Clutch down, then look forwards, aim well, and get first gear as you stop. Anyone coming?
Yeah.
Can you go after the grey car?
No.
Okay, so get some gas and bite point then. I know now, don't go. Make sure you make your decision as you move. So be ready to go. Look at their signals, see who's coming round. There we go. Not too much to the left, there's a left lane there. So make sure you're staying in your right lane. So this is number 1, count your exits. This is number
2.
Good, a little bit more power, but not too much that it becomes difficult. This is
3.
You're taking 5, and this is
4.
So mirrors signal left now, and unwind the wheel. You're just checking that left mirror to make sure no one's there as you do that.
Yeah.
You did do that at the end, and then cancel the signal. See, your position's fine now. So your position was wobbly at the start on the straight. But this is fine. I think you were trying to go a bit too quick for your ability as well. I think you felt a bit pressured and you're just pushing forwards. There's a road you haven't done yet before.
It's a 40 road, so I was like, I need to get to
Now
40.
slow down. We're going towards Malden on the sign.
2.
Exit 2, good. What lane?
Left.
Walk or jog?
Jogger.
Okay, you're getting a bit close to the curb, aren't you? So I'm just going to move it to the right. There's only 1 lane at the moment.
Okay.
So you don't want to be near the curb. And there's no line, but it becomes 2 lanes just here. Now stop or go.
Go.
Okay, look forwards then, keep it in your left lane. Make sure you steer to the left, bit more gas, if you're too slow, someone will come. Now steer to the right, look at your exit. Indicate to leave. You're steering a bit too much to the right, so you've gone into the right lane. You've got to be able to go around that roundabout and keep it in your lane. It's quite difficult. A lot of people struggle with that. I see a lot of experienced drivers struggle with that when the lanes are narrow. Looking a bit closer can help, but what I recommend you do is look at the island. I can't really explain it now. I'll tell you later. I'll get too complicated. Go up to 3rd gear, but you've got to look within your lane. If you look across the lane, you'll cut across the lane.
Okay.
So, off the gas, roundabout, right, 4th exit. So it's coming back up this road. Routine?
Mirrors, signal.
Okay, so you're using there's 2 lanes here where the line has gone.
Those are right lane.
2nd gear then. Bring the clutch up, but keep it covered. Stop or go. Clutch down and stop. I help a little bit. So we're a little bit late there, weren't we? And that's the problem with preparing late. We didn't have time, did we?
No.
So 1st gear, and that's where you want to make sure you're jogging and walking early enough that you've got time to make a decision. So you can't do all at once, you'll do one or the other. When it's safe, you can go. Make sure you don't hit the roundabout and don't hit the cars next to me.
I'm scared.
Anyone coming?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're indicating to the right. What about after them? Can you prepare and go after them?
Get my thing ready.
Not now though, because now the next car's getting close. If you did it at the beginning, you could go.
I've got my
What
road
about
ready.
after the black car?
No.
That last black car, yeah? It's BMW. So follow them out. Now focus on your position. Look within your lane. Don't look too far. And the nose of the car will always be pointing away from the roundabout. Don't try and put the nose near the roundabout. Try and put your body near the roundabout. See how the nose is pointing away?
Yeah.
This is really good steering. It's actually very
This one?
good. Nope.
Sorry.
And then mirror signal left to leave and unwind like that. Don't leave it until the last minute and turn off. Just gradually unwind.
Okay.
And then cancel the signal. So, what you need to improve there is prepare early enough that you have time to make a decision.
Yeah.
And count your exits. Don't worry if it feels too early. That's fine for now. That'll just give you what you need, give you the practice you need. Your skill will build up and you'll get quicker with time.
Okay.
And make sure you count your exits so you know which one you're taking.
Yeah.
So we're going ahead, 2nd exit. It's only 1 lane at the moment. It becomes 2 lanes near the island. So don't go near the curb because we don't want to be driving near the curb and we don't need to be. So you're preparing a jog. This is very early, but that's okay. Trim it down gradually as you improve. You've got loads of time now. So it's a left lane, isn't it? Start aiming for that left lane now. You can see the lines. And
Right,
start
so-
looking. Number 2.
Okay.
Is it safe to go?
Yeah.
So keep it in your left lane now. So look at the island on the left, aim for that. So you're staying in your lane. Now look at your exit and aim for your exit. That's where you want to look. Now signal to leave. That's what I was trying to explain earlier before. No, I can't explain it. Just wait until we get there. Cancel the signal and keep it in the centre of your half. It's really good positioning. This is actually very good. You should have more confidence here. When you concentrate, you can do it. Next gear, so you can prepare the jog again. If we stay in second, we're not really practicing. And roundabout right, 5th exit. So do the routine.
Was that right, yeah?
Yep. Make sure you're jogging by the island. So a bit more brakes, coming in a little bit quick for your ability at the moment. Clutch up as well. You need some time to the side. Stop or go.
Go.
Gas then before the car comes. You'll make it if you get going. There we go. Count. Where are we up to now?
2.
That's 2.
It's 3.
Yes, good. Don't get the nose near the roundabout because you'll hit it. The nose will always be pointing away. So
4.
mirrors, centre left mirror now. Left signal, unwind the wheel. Don't look like you're going round. There we go. That's good. Cancel that ticker. So you were a little bit late preparing on that roundabout. It meant your decision was rushed. You make good decisions when you have time. So make sure you give yourself time. Start early and gradually trim it down. So Malden on that sign. Can I try and be quiet?
No.
Okay, slow down then, braking a little bit. Get second gear, stay in the middle. There's only one lane at the moment. Good. And now this is really early. So that's what we want to work on, just getting this right. Not too early, not too late.
It's number 2, isn't it?
Exit 2. It's 2 lanes from here. Anyone coming? Clutch down and stop then, you're not sure. Look where you're going and make sure you aim well. And first gear as you stop. You're getting better. Is it safe to go?
Yeah.
They're not indicating to come round, so yeah, you can go. They don't look like they're coming round, do they? They're leaving. So stay in your lane, look at the island, head towards the island, but don't hit it. Start now heading towards your exit, but don't go into the right lane. So indicate left now. There is a lane next to you. That's it, you've got to stay in your left lane now. Good. And then cancel the ticker.
I'm trying to get used to that noise, but I still hate it.
You don't want to get used to that noise. That noise is there. Remind you it's on. Shouldn't be left on. Make sure you cancel it when it's not needed. Don't rely on the self-cancelling system. That's a safety feature, not something you should rely on.
The gear.
Oh.
I'm trying to get used to the first gear thing.
I thought you were talking about the indicator ticking.
No, I hate that thing. That'll drive me mental.
Oh, you mean the revs of the engine?
Yeah.
Right, go up to 3rd gear so we can practice jogging. Right, now right, 4th exit again. You've done it now, so you know roughly what we're doing. Start preparing, come on.
So mirror signal
Yep.
right.
Get it prepared. Look at where you're slowing down for, so it's not too early, not too late. Second gear as well. This is a better speed. Clutch up. What do you think? Stop or go?
Go.
Look forwards then. Get a good aim. There's a lane next to me. That was too much steering.
Sorry.
You see, you've got to be careful. There are other cars here. Try and stay in your lane. You can't just whack that steering on like that. No.
Next one.
And then mirror signal left to leave.
Counted wrong. Sorry.
Did you count?
Yeah.
I need to get you counting out loud. That will help you. And then cancel the signal. And then get going. Signal is more important than gear.
Okay.
Gear can wait. Signal can be misleading. Doesn't matter if the engine's revving a bit for a while. Make sure you signal when you need to and cancel it if it becomes misleading.
I'm getting used to the revs. That's why I kind of leave it in first gear for a little bit longer.
Yeah, you are. And your position's fine too. You are getting better. You just need a bit more confidence and believe yourself more. So roundabout ahead. 2nd exit. Why are you signalling left? Ahead, 2nd exit. So get second gear. Clutch up to the bike point. What do you think?
Go.
Right. Show me a good position then. There's 2 lanes here. You've got to stay in yours. This is good. Signal left now. You're past the penultimate exit. So these cars entering the roundabout know you're not going round. They know you're leaving so they can enter. There we go. Good position as well. Get your speed back up so you can get up to 3rd gear. And I want to try and be quiet on this roundabout. Is that okay?
Yeah.
See how you do?
We're going
Do
5th.
your routine.
We're doing 5th.
Go right 5th again.
Thank you.
Make sure you count so you know which one it is. If you can walk and jog, I think you can do it. There we go. Good start. Too fast. So you've gone into the left lane there. Too much gas.
3.
That's it.
4.
So left mirror.
5.
You did that mostly on your own. Cancel the signal. The only problem is you went a bit quick and you didn't stay in your lane. so you didn't steer enough, and that was just because your speed. You're too fast to be able to get your steering good. Malden. Again, I'll be quiet.
Second.
Very good. And let's see if we can get the next one, the correct exit this time. We do the same thing as last time. Fourth exit, right fourth exit. See if I can be quiet. I've just done 2 roundabouts with me almost silent. The second one I was silent. So that's progress. Quick as well. You haven't been practicing these long. And that's because you've already got a lot of the skills you need to do these. You just need to know what you're doing. So, right, fourth exit. Position is one of the most important things you're doing.
This is 3. That's 3.
Yeah. Okay, very good. Very good. What you need to do better there is signal earlier to leave.
Okay.
And start to unwind the wheel, because it looked like to the cars entering the roundabout that you were going to continue going round there, because you've gone quite far past the penultimate exit and you're still signalling right. So if I was entering the roundabout, I'd think you're coming round. Right. And because you're staying close to the roundabout, you're not starting to unwind the wheel. It looks like you're carrying on round. So once you get to the penultimate exit, mirror signal left and start to drift away from the roundabout. Again, we will go Mersey on the sign.
That's number 2.
Correct. Left lane.
Good to go.
Okay, yeah. Good position. And is there somewhere? Yes, we'll pull over before the silver car and the lay-by.
I don't know how to do that.
Just mirror signal left. Look at the space behind the silver car and aim for it. Clutch down, start slowing down. Just like you normally pull over. Just drive up to the silver car. Leave room for them to get a dog in the boot. That's why most of the cars are here. People walk their dogs around here. And secure.
Shut up.
And relax. How was that?
Oh, it was actually really nice. That was quite fun.
It was, wasn't it? That was really good. You're quite good at these.
I told you I like roundabouts.
How do you know you like roundabouts before you do roundabouts?
Wait, are we recording?
Yeah.
I didn't realise. I completely forgot.
Yeah. Oh, that's probably why you did well then, isn't it?
Yeah. Whenever I'm on camera, we start panicking. I completely forgot. I don't know. I just knew I'd like roundabouts. Do you remember we did one mini roundabout once?
We've done some mini roundabouts, haven't we?
I just thought mini roundabouts are fun.
They're a bit
imagine
different.
big roundabouts.
Mini roundabouts aren't really roundabouts. They are T-junctions, but the priority system has changed. If you look at a mini roundabout, nearly always it's just a T-junction, but they've put a roundabout there so that the T doesn't have to give way to everyone. So with a mini roundabout, you're not signalling to leave, lane choice is often easy. So they are quite different. Also, they're very close, all the exits are close together, so the way you're making your decisions a bit... Oh, it's the same, you're giving way to the right, but I find if you can do mini roundabouts, that doesn't mean you can do roundabouts, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, well I just thought mini roundabouts were fun, so I thought big roundabouts are going to be even more fun, and they are quite fun.
You just don't like waiting at lights, do you?
No, I hate traffic lights. I just think it's boring and it's annoying and there's too many rules and I don't like it and too many people. Roundabouts, there's no people trying to run across. There's just you.
You don't
Someone possibly comes to the right.
You're not making any sense. Everyone I teach prefers traffic lights. Because they're easy. You just sit and
they're
wait.
Not easy,
they tell you when to stop. I don't like traffic lights. I love roundabouts.
See, roundabouts are just more fun.
Because I don't like waiting.
Oh.
But for what I'm saying is, for a learner driver, the traffic lights are usually the easy one. They're like, all right, wait, green, go. You don't have to make the decision, do you? So usually they are the easy one. But I don't think you find them difficult. Do you find them difficult?
Traffic lights?
Yeah. Is it a difficulty thing?
No.
You just seem to dislike them.
I just don't like them.
You're letting them impact. The problem is, what I'm worried about is I think you're going down a bit of a dark road here.
Go to the dark side.
How old are you?
17.
So you're 17 years old. How long do you think you're going to drive for?
Once I pass my test, not very long.
What do you mean once you pass your test, not very long? Be realistic.
Realistically, probably, I don't know, about 50 years.
So do you want to be frustrated with traffic lights for all your life?
Yeah. It's like a good release, you know, just be like, God, I hate traffic lights, so I haven't got to hate anything else.
That's what I mean about this dark road, because that's how it starts. You don't want to use the car as a place to vent frustration. It sounds like to me that, yeah, you don't like traffic lights, but you're blaming them for any other problem you have, and that's what that's what I think many drivers do. They get in their car, they've had a problem, they've had an argument or something, they start driving, and they don't like the way some people do a junction. And they'll see someone do it and they'll get really angry with them, start yelling at them, when what they're doing is actually fine. They just don't like it. And I think it's quite important to notice when you go down that road and try to avoid it.
I'm not going to do that. I'm never going to start screaming at a traffic light, start kicking it.
No, you don't seem to have that personality, but I think what I'm saying is, when you get in a car, you have a choice. You can be relaxed and enjoy driving, or you can let things annoy you, and then you're not going to enjoy driving. I take the approach of, it's going to take me as long as it takes me to get there. I don't like traffic lights, but
so you don't like them either?
I don't get angry with them.
I don't get angry
know what I
with
mean
them.
by I don't like them. If someone says, can I have a traffic light here or a roundabout, I'll be like, if it's possible, a roundabout. And if it's really busy, do one of those roundabouts with temporary lights, so the lights are only on when it's really needed. So you don't have to wait when no one's coming. That's a frustrating thing. But I'm just saying, try not to go down the road where you're getting frustrated with things. I think it's affecting you negatively.
Well, traffic lights?
Now, yeah, they're easy. You can do them, but you're letting it bring you down because it's making you do them poorly because your attitude as you approach them from the beginning is negative.
Well, I can do them now. So what's the issue? I can do them now relatively well. Well, it's just I don't like the fact how you've got to wait in the middle, then you got to wait for everyone's to go, then you got to wait for other people to go, then you've got to go, and it's like, oh, I just don't like it. And it's always like really sharp corners as well, so I don't like that. I like going around roundabouts so it's nice and smooth. Yes,
I think that is part of it as well. It's the steering. I think actually a lot of people struggle more with the steering on the roundabouts than they do the lights.
Really? I like it. When you go around the right, it's like, ooh, it just feels smooth.
You've got to make sure you keep it in your lane.
Okay, yeah.
Say when to ignore. Brake,
Now.
brake. You can stop, you should stop.
That's not a nice stop though, is it?
They went out, yeah, but it's an easy stop.
In what world was that an easy stop?
I had to brake at the end there because you're going to go over the line.
But
They went amber before you said now, and you had time to stop there, so you should stop.
Okay.
You shouldn't stop if stopping may cause a collision.
Almost predicted
That was definitely, no you didn't. That was an easy stop. That was an easy one. So pop it in first gear, so you're ready to go.
This is why I don't like traffic lights. I can't tell when to ignore it. I just don't like them. They're annoying. Don't like people.
You don't like people?
I don't like people crossing the road.
Oh, okay. You don't like pedestrians in your way. Okay, it's green now. So you want to ignore a bit later.
Okay.
And if they change before you ignore, you're definitely stopping. That's the whole point in ignoring them, is you know whether or not you can stop. If they change before you ignore, you stop. If they change after you ignore, you go. So just go to the right a bit more. Let everyone know what you need to do. Good speed, good position. Be careful of the van. There's a person in there. They might open their door. Nice speed. That was really good. That was comfortable. You're making me feel comfortable at the moment.
I won't last very long.
Generally, you do. At the beginning of the lesson, your position was a little bit dodgy, and that upset you a little bit. But that's just because you hadn't been in the car for a week and a half, and you're just getting back into it again. But now your position's good. You're staying straight. You're not drifting to the left. Slow down now, though. Brake, because you're going to be close to these parked cars. Bit more to the left. Slow down even more. Get second gear, because we're pretty close to that black car. If someone comes the other way. There we go. So what we're going to do now is take Emily to a tricky roundabout. Not the most tricky direction,
It's tricky.
but but not many people in town like it very much because she's been doing very well. She picked up the roundabouts quickly, so don't ignore yet, ignore now. Until you say ignore, you're stopping.
What do I get under?
Slow down, got a roundabout sign here, mini roundabout, slow down a bit more, cover the clutch. What gear are you in?
2.
Right. Now we're close and slow, make your decision. What do you think?
Where are we going? Just run there?
Yeah, always straight. If I don't say anything, it's straight.
Fine.
The road does bend a bit to the left round here, to be fair. But I still consider that straight. I think someone beeped you because you're probably not going quick enough for them.
I was going to say, I'll go on the speed limit. Or just under, but...
I think you're doing fine. Don't let that affect you. It's important to learn not to let other road users affect you if they have a go at you for not driving how they want you to. Look at the last line. You can stop at the last line after the keep clear.
After keep clear?
Yeah, there's room. There's room for a car there. Now start braking gently and don't go past the line. Bit more brake. Good. One thing missing, first gear. Now you're ready to go. It's gone green, isn't it? That's why when you walk, use that time to get first. So if the lights change at any point, you're ready to go. So this is the police station roundabout we're driving towards. Hopefully you don't get arrested.
Preferably not.
Is it safe to go faster here?
Fast, well, as in like 20, but I wouldn't go really much faster than that because the cars.
Okay, what's the speed limit?
30.
I think on this straight you could pick up some speed, but then obviously when you get to the bend with the parked cars you might want to be slower again. But you can see no one's coming now, can't you? Mm-hmm. So make sure you keep a position where you can still see. You see the van parked on the left?
Yeah.
I wouldn't pull back to the left. I wouldn't go back to the left. That just hurts your view. Keep a good view past the van. Make sure everyone knows you want to pass it. Then check for the cyclist on the left and then come back. Can you see the 20 mph speed limit sign?
Oh yeah.
It's a bit over to the right, isn't it? It's not where you're normally looking. It's a bit cheeky being over there. It's like in the mouth of the junction. It's actually more in that road than this road. But it is 20 now, just to let you know.
That's what I'm doing.
I know. Not complaining, just informing you.
Okay, I was going to say, I'm proud of myself.
It's quite difficult. You're already doing 22 there, so be careful. It's quite difficult to stay within 20 down here, especially as it's downhill. We're going to use the left lane, and hopefully the lights go red, because then you have a bit of time. That's it, good. They've gone red. Look at the line, make sure you stop well, and walk before you stop, so it's a nice stop. It's a bit slower, get the walk, and get first as you walk to the line, so you're ready to go. Brake now, don't go past the line. I'm going to stop you.
Oh, sorry.
I can't allow you to go past the line. Make sure you don't go past it. It's okay to stop a bit before it, but don't stop past it. It's hard to judge exactly, so always play it safe and stop a bit early. We're going ahead, second exit of this roundabout. It's actually the third exit if you include the no entry sign to the police station, where you might be going later. We need the middle lane, and this is what you need to do. You need to go straight to the middle lane now, okay?
How do I do
You can go now, it's green, just drive. Ours are green, so they are red, they're not coming. Go directly to the middle lane so no one else gets there first. Good, now you're in your lane. Get the car jogging. So get into second gear.
Oh.
Good. Now there's 3 lanes here, you can't see the lines, but try and stay in the middle. You see the cracks, use the cracks as the lines.
Okay.
Cover brake and clutch, don't accelerate. I'm going to slow down because you're accelerating. Is it safe to go?
Yeah.
I'm going to stop you. It's not safe to go because cars are coming here, aren't they?
I just stalled.
Yeah, I stalled you, I braked.
Sorry.
So clutch down, first gear. If you put it in first gear, it'll probably restart itself. Oh, it didn't this time. So just turn the key on then. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, now you're ready to go. You've got to stay in the middle lane, and when you think no one's coming around that roundabout and you can make it, you can go. So looking
What
right.
exit now?
Exit 3.
Okay.
Same as the last time I told you.
I don't know when.
So you don't know when to go?
I'm going to wait for that van.
Well, there's lots of cars coming around at the moment, aren't there?
Now?
No.
No.
No. Keep looking.
I don't know.
Maybe after they're all coming round. Don't get frustrated that there's no gaps. Just keep looking. What about now?
I'm not sure. Okay.
You just have patience. It will come eventually.
Oh, I didn't know.
Difficult for me to see there that time. So stay in the middle. So that's exit 1 on the left, no entry. This is exit 2 into second gear. Straighten the wheel. Now signal left to take your exit. Now you see you're actually in the lane to take the exit here.
Yeah.
Go a bit faster though, because if we're on these roads we do have to go a little bit quicker than that, and then cancel the signal. Oh look, your favourite.
Yeah.
Bring the clutch back up. I don't think you need that down just yet. And now clutch down. Well, they could have changed the green on the way there, couldn't they?
Yeah.
It's a bad habit. First gear. It's a bad habit to get the clutch down when you don't need it.
Okay.
Try and slow down with the brake and use the clutch when it's needed. Walk, get first, then stop.
No,
Say when to ignore the lights. Don't slow down, just drive normally and say when to ignore.
Now.
It's a bit early.
Okay.
When you say now, you can easily stop. It should be ignore them when you can't stop safely. And that's why we practice that, so you get used to when to ignore. There is a cycle lane on the left, try to stay out of it, even though the line has vanished for a while because of the yellow lines, it is still there. Next road left, slow down for the zebra though, brake a bit more. I'm going to help you. So clutch down and put it in first gear, stay on the brakes, your car now. Try not to look at the gears, and now there's no one on the zebra, you can go.
Do I not brake fast enough?
You won't stopping. So next road on the left, please. Into second gear. Oh, clutch down, please.
Sorry.
I'll do second gear for you. Bring the clutch up. Check your left mirror and turn in. Turn in. There we go. And now pull over after this van on the left. There's a nice space for you there. So line up with the curb. There we go.
I want to go home. Oh.
Well, it's nearly time actually.
Oh no, I'm sad.
Okay, now that was a different level.
That was awful.
Well, that was module.
Oh, it's still fun. But
that
like,
was module 3. That I consider them module 3 roads. So
it was
when
all
you're
right.
a bit better at module 2, I think we should probably go back to those. I thought I'd just dip my toe in the water with you and see how you would do. To see how you do them, but I think at this stage you probably need a bit more practice because it seemed like you're getting overwhelmed there.
A little bit.
What were you trying to say? Because you were trying to say something then, weren't you?
I don't remember.
How did you feel about doing the junction there? Doing the big roundabout?
Oh, the big roundabout? I don't know. I wasn't really sure. I couldn't really tell where the cars are going, which is why I was getting a little bit frustrated. So I couldn't tell. I was asking you and you weren't telling me. I was like, well, what do I do? They go now. I was like, okay, fine then. Because I couldn't tell where they were going.
Okay.
I could see them signalling right, but I couldn't tell what lane they were in. They're all kind of just merging
You've got to
into
give way
one.
to anyone coming round the roundabout. Doesn't matter what lane they're in. If they're coming round, you've got to give way to them. So
Okay.
you're trying to decide who's leaving
Yeah.
and who's coming round, like the smaller roundabouts, and you're using their signal and their position to do that. And that's one of the reasons why that roundabout from that direction is hard, because it's quite hard to make that decision.
So I can't tell because everyone starts signalling really late, and I just don't want to be here. So I want to be at home in bed. I don't mind. Oh, it was quite fun to do at the end, but then.
Well, it all went wrong to begin with, actually, because you started accelerating towards the give way line, didn't you? So we're preparing the car, wanted to get it jogging, because you can jog that one. You can have a look when you're jogging, see if it's safe, stop or go. But I think going up into second gear, you took that as the cue to, oh, going up to second gear now, let's carry on up the road, but we're approaching a give way line.
Yeah.
So you really should have been covering the brake, covering the clutch, ready to stop, but also in second gear, ready to go. But following that, can you see how your driving went downhill from there? You were struggling, weren't you?
Yeah.
And that's where the route is so important. That's why it's important I don't put you on roads that are too challenging too early, because you will just struggle. That's why I keep you on quieter roads and gradually build you up. And that was probably a step that was too big too soon. Have a little bit more practice and then we'll go back to them.
Later though, not today.
No, not today.
If you're going to do that again, I'll throw up on you. I feel sick.
And that's one of the reasons why I thought I'd give that a go as well, to see if it would go wrong or not, to show you that if the route is not working for my pupil, if they're genuinely getting overwhelmed, it's not a good idea for me to keep hammering on at them, trying to get them to do that route well. It's probably better to try a different route, let their confidence increase, let their skill increase, and then go back to it. I think if you would have had a better start to that roundabout, overall it would have gone better. But I think little break from that, we'll come back to it later, and I think you'll find it easier next time.
I want to go back to the first area we did. That was quite nice.
What, you mean the nursery area?
Yeah, that was quite nice there.
So how have you found today's lesson, the roundabout lesson? Do you feel you've learned anything? Do you feel you've improved with the roundabouts as you started, from where you started with them? Did you get any better at them?
Yeah. I started doing them without you even saying much.
And you did that pretty quickly as well, didn't you?
And
that's because you already have all those base skills to do them.
Yeah.
And that roundabout we just did just now,
That didn't go well.
You need a few more base skills. So I think you just need to be a bit more proficient with the easier roundabouts, and then that will become easier.
Okay. So I'm used to like one lane going to like two little lanes, not like three massive lanes.
That's where roundabouts, I mean, the basic roundabouts are fairly simple, but that's where they start to get complicated. When you've got multiple lanes, you've got to change lane on the roundabout, and you've got to do that safely. And you've got multiple lanes coming round, and you're trying to decide who's leaving, who's coming round. You can use their signal and their position.
It's pain.
Practice. You said I wasn't telling you what to do, but the best way to practice that is for you to look.
I was, but I couldn't. I was like,
and
what
watch,
the hell's going on?
And you start to learn, oh, they come round, they leave. I can help you by saying, look, they're signalling, but you know that anyway.
Oh, yeah, I know that bit.
What I think went wrong is you started getting frustrated quite quickly that there was obviously no gap. You looked right, there's no gap.
I was panicking.
When can I go? Well, you can't go. You're like, because there's no gap, you're thinking, when can I? It's like, there's a frustration there that I'm never going to be able to go. And you're trying to make a gap out of no gap. You just got to wait and be patient, and the gap will come. You'll know when it's big enough. It's important you only take the gaps you feel comfortable with, not me push you into gaps you're not comfortable with.
Okay.
Your gaps will get smaller as you get better. Right, so I'm going to end this video here.
Okay.
If you found the video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're looking for car insurance, check out the links to Collingwood and Confused in the description. If you're learning to drive and want to insure yourself on somebody else's car, then Collingwood are there for you, because you can do so without affecting the owner's policy, and that takes away a big stress from the owner of that car. Via the link at the moment, there's up to 35% off and a £20 Amazon gift card. If you want to insure your own car, I recommend checking out the link to confused.com, because you fill out one quote form and get loads of quotes back from many insurers to compare who's cheapest, and you can change your car on the quote as many times as you like to compare how much it costs to insure different cars. Using the links doesn't cost you anything, but it does support the channel, so thank you very much. Subscribe to get my future videos, and until the next one, cheerio.